under the Francophone Mobility Program, the work permit will be granted for the duration of the employment contract. So it is discretionary, unlike other types of work permits where there's a very defined duration. In the Francophone Mobility, the work permit duration is tied to the length of the employment contract. That being said, I typically don't recommend requesting a work permit any longer than 3 years because a work permit, by virtue of being temporary residence, is just that, it's temporary. And if you start, like if you were to request a duration longer than that, my concern would be that IRCC would, in their assessment of the application, that they would determine you ineligible because you've kind of like crossed a threshold of this isn't really temporary. So my recommendation is a 3-year max duration request. Now, actually somebody else it had a question as well about Francophone mobility. So I'm gonna like tag this on too, because it's important. I think it's important and really helpful for a lot of people. It pertains specifically to if a principal applicant's applying for the Francophone mobility, how long does the work permit need to be? And what role do you need to be working in as the principal applicant for your spouse to get an open work permit? So if you are applying in the Francophone mobility program and you're accompanied by your spouse, keep in mind that for Francophone mobility, you can apply for basically any duration. As I said, I wouldn't request more than 3 years in any occupation. But if you have a spouse and you're hoping that they will be eligible for an open work permit based on your Francophone permit, then you want to focus on securing a job in a tier 0 or 1 occupation, or in a tier 2 or 3 occupation that's on the list of occupations that would make your spouse eligible for the open work permit. And you would want to make sure that the duration of the contract and the work permit that you're requesting is at least 16 months, because those are the requirements for spouse open work permits for spouses of skilled workers in Canada.